Welcome back to my channel. In 2016, I lost 50 pounds, and during that journey, a bunch of my friends asked me like, whoa, what are you doing? What happened? So if you want to know the answer to all those questions and a little more, then keep watching. The heaviest I've ever been is 190 pounds, and that's what I weighed in Christmas of 2015. And I didn't really feel like I was overweight, but that's definitely a lot more than my high school weight. That's 50 pounds more than my high school weight. No, that's 60 pounds more than my high school weight. And high school was a long time ago, but not that long ago. And I just feel like it was a lot of weight to gain in a semi-short period of time. So for that Christmas, I actually had a Fitbit on my Christmas list, and I got it. I got a Fitbit and I was so excited, and I'm super competitive in anything I do. And so the first 22 pounds that I lost was just from being addicted to my Fitbit. I would walk everywhere on purpose. If you're not familiar with Fitbit, you can do friend challenges. So you can do like whoever gets the most steps today or this weekend or this week or whatever. And yeah, I would do about 20,000 steps a day, which is 10 miles a day of walking. And because of that, I started running as well. I mean, I've always ran on and off, but I was running about a mile a day or so, and so I was just trying to, you know, get those steps in, walking everywhere. Like if I needed to go to the grocery store, I'd walk there because I wanted to get my steps in. Sometimes I'd walk up and down stairs, so, you know, just burning calories. So the first 22 pounds, I didn't change how I ate at all. I would still eat ice cream right before bed. I would still eat whatever I wanted anytime I wanted, hot Cheetos all the time, Takis. And then in the springtime of 2016, I met Kevin Porter, who is a musician that I worked with in the theater, because I used to do a lot of wardrobe in theater here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And he is an amazing man in his 60s who recently started running a lot, and he does like Ironman competitions, marathons, half marathons. He swims in the bay. Like, he does this more than once a month. Like, what? I remember one time he came into work and he told me that morning he had a new sweater or shirt on of a marathon, and he was like, oh yeah, I did this morning. And then he went to the show in the afternoon in the evening to play music. That was crazy to me. And so just talking to him and knowing that he just started doing long distance running, I was like, wow. Because I always thought my body was only meant for sprints, because ever since I was a kid, I've always been into sports and running, and it's always just been sprinting. Like, long distance has never really been my thing. And right before I met him, I went on a 2.5, almost 3 mile run with one of my friends, and I could not walk up and down the stairs hardly to go take a shower, and it was really hard. So after I met him, I was like, you know what, if Kevin can do it, I can do it. So I downloaded the Nike Plus running app, and I just started training for a half marathon because I want to do a half marathon, and I still want to. My plans got kind of derailed because of what happened in that summer, which I will get to next. But by June of 2016, I had lost 22 pounds from training in long distance running and just walking everywhere and doing at least 20,000 steps a day. But I did not change anything at all for my diet, and I was able to run 6.5 miles in an hour and be able to function for the rest of the day. So in the mornings, I would go on a run up to 6.5 miles, and it would take me about an hour, and I would just shower and be ready for my day. You know, it would be fine. And that is really inspiring just to myself, that I used to hardly be able to run more than a mile, and then now I can do 6.5 without being destroyed. So that's how I lost the first 22 pounds. For the next 28 pounds, I did something I never thought I would do, which is take diet pills. So I was looking through SF Casting, through all the casting calls, and I saw an ad that said you can get up to $5,000 by losing between 15 and 50 pounds. And in my head, I was kind of like, well, there's no way I'm ever going to get back to my high school weight. Like, I think I'm good. Like, this is the weight I'm going to be at. And I was 168 pounds at the time. And so I just submitted. I was like, well, maybe I can lose like 15. Let's see what this is. And they actually email me back, and I find out it's Hydroxycut. And I'm like, wow. So they gave me a Skype interview, and they accepted me into the program. So for their ads and commercials and stuff, they actually hire real people to lose the weight. And you don't get paid to lose the weight, but you do get free products, and you get a coach to talk to, and they tell you what to do for exercise and nutrition, and you basically get walked through it. And if you're doing well, they'll keep you. If you're not doing well, you're not dedicated, then they cut you off. And you of course sign a release saying, I'm not getting paid for this, and I know it, blah blah blah. But it was an amazing experience for me, because I don't think if I didn't meet them or didn't run into this opportunity, I don't think I ever would have lost all that weight, because I don't know, I didn't really know what I was doing. All the books that I've read and the research that I've done and all the workout people that I follow on social media, like I just didn't know what was right for me. And when you hire a coach or have somebody who knows what they're talking about, you succeed, because they know what they're talking about. So for this program, it was a 17-week program, and I was able to lose 28 pounds. And my diet changed drastically. We did like the before photo shoot. They flew me down to LA, and then we got started immediately after the photo shoot. The day after I started being on a diet, I started meal prepping, and it was mostly protein. I ate a lot of chicken, a lot of salmon, and carbs. I mostly ate quinoa, brown rice, and sweet potatoes. For my vegetables, I ate a lot of broccoli and cabbage, and I'm laughing because I got a little. So if you guys don't know, cruciferous vegetables, they sit in your stomach for longer. So if you eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables like cabbage and Brussels sprouts, then your farts smell really, really bad. And it was a disaster. I ate a bunch of cabbage and a bunch of Brussels sprouts, and I didn't know what was wrong with me until I Googled it. I was like, God, why have I been farting so bad for the last 3 days? Like, it was terrible. I would have to run out of my job. Like, when I was with my boyfriend, I would have to like leave to another room, like go outside and fart. It was so bad. And when I Googled it, I found out it was just the food I was eating, and it was really gross. Anyways, so yeah, so I would also I meal prepped, and I would eat really, really clean. And in those 17 weeks, I think I probably had like 3 cheat meals, like meals, not 3 cheat days, like 3 cheat meals. I had like a burrito, an ice cream thing. Like, it was intense. And really what kept me focused was the $5,000. I was like, I'm gonna get it. I know it. It's mine. It's mine. And I was just really inspired by the money. I mean, I really needed it. So I was willing to do it, and it just seemed like a really good opportunity to get help and guidance through it all, because I was able to contact a coach who would tell me, if I wasn't feeling well, like I would be like, hey, I'm like really lightheaded when I do this workout or this or that. And then she'd be like, oh, you need more water, you need more sleep, or you need to relax, or you stressed, what's going on, that kind of thing. So it was really, really helpful. So during the Hydroxycut program, I did take Hydroxycut 3 times a day, 30 minutes before each meal. And they actually gave me a lot of stuff. I still have stuff. A year later, it's not expired yet, and this is all unopened. Actually, this is the only one that's open. And they gave me a bunch of stuff. They gave me a scale for my body, a scale for my food, and all these products. So first, I started eating these pills, and even though they're caffeine-free, they still made me feel kind of dizzy. And even though it said caffeine-free, I don't know, caffeine makes me feel sick. So then I stopped taking these. So I have a bunch of these. If you guys live in the Bay Area and you want them, if you want to try them, like, they're yours. You just got to come pick them up or meet me somewhere, and I'll give them to you for free. I have so much of this. I mean, I don't know if it works. I lost weight on it, but I don't know if it was the intense workouts and healthy eating, or this, a combination of both. Who knows? You can try it out for yourself for free. I have it. Or you can just buy it. Okay, so that's the first one I took, and I didn't like it. And then this is a protein powder. It's the same thing. I could choose any of these and take them 30 minutes before a meal. And this one's pretty cool. It's like a protein powder. I mean, it only has 10 grams of protein, so it's not like too much protein, but it was pretty good. The flavor is okay. So this was another option that they gave me. And then these, oh my God. Okay, so these have caffeine, clearly, but they made me feel amazing. I would take these. They just have a lot of caffeine and a lot of energy, and also the flavor. I don't know if it was like my brain got trained into like knowing that whenever I took these, I was about to have a bunch of energy, but whenever I would like taste it, I'd be like, bing! Like immediately I'd be like, yes, ready to work out. I would take these before dinner, and then I would go to my cycle class after I had dinner, and oh man, I did some crazy cycle classes. I think I've done up to 19 miles in 1 hour, and I mean part of it is the really awesome cycle person at the gym, and part of it is this, part of it is my dedication. But the flavor of this is really good. You mix it in water. It's wild berry mix, so I would just put it in a cup with like 12 ounces of water and drink it, and it was amazing. But I had to lay off on this because I got a little bit sick one time from taking too many too close together. So you have to be careful of not taking too much Hydroxycut at one time. And then because I was eating so clean, these were my favorite. I would take these at least twice a day, because they're gummies and they're berry flavor. They kind of, oh my god, they just took me back to last summer. Yeah, these are gummies. So when I was in a really strict diet, I didn't have any candy or any sweets. So every time I had like anything gummy sweets, like this was amazing in the morning and sometimes before lunch. It was so good. Yeah, I really liked these. Again, I don't know if they work to help you lose weight. I don't know if it was a combination of everything I did, but these were really good. So the exercise I did was insane for those 28 pounds. I would do cardio every day, and I would do strength training, and usually I would take one day off, but on that day off I would usually go out on a really long walk and still get my 20,000 steps in. I do anything from run 6 miles in a day to taking a cycle class, sometimes doing both, taking a 1 hour cycle class where I would bike up to 19 miles and run 6 miles and then do strength training. Like, it was crazy. My laundry was insane. I would always have workout clothes drying everywhere, and I worked so hard, so hard. And about a week and a half or two before the photo shoot, they told me I was no longer in the running, because each week the marketing team and the Hydroxycut people and my coach, they would all get together and kind of strategize, like, okay, who do we still want, who's doing great, because they wanted your physical appearance to be a drastic change, but also the numbers on the scale. And of course, you know, they wanted everybody to be different. So they didn't want to get like 3 blonde girls or 3 Mexican girls or 3 whatever. You know, they wanted everybody to be different. So I didn't get chosen. I got a call from my coach and I was so sad. It was right before an audition and I didn't even get called back to that audition. That's how I lost 28 pounds with Hydroxycut. This picture was taken in Christmas of 2015, and the bikini picture on the left is also from late 2015. Middle one is June 2016, and the last one is October 2016. And here you can see all the pictures from week 1 through week 15 of the Hydroxycut weight loss, which was 28 pounds in 17 weeks. Here I have pictures from 15 weeks. And yeah, you can see I lost between 1 and 3 pounds per week. And then at the end, in November, I decided I should do a bikini photo shoot to celebrate. It's crazy that I even took Hydroxycut, because I remember like being in middle school and seeing these Hydroxycut commercials and being like, oh, that's weird. And then I was doing it for money, taking Hydroxycut. Now it's been about a year since I lost those 50 pounds, and I gained 8 pounds back, and then I contacted somebody that I met doing the Hydroxycut transformation, and she actually was in it too when I met her at the initial photo shoot, and she has become a trainer now. Kind of found her passion through this weight loss, and now she is a trainer, and you guys can follow her here on Instagram, and I love her so much. And she does really cool stuff and always shares amazing recipes and foods that you can eat that are macro friendly on her Instagram. So I definitely recommend following her and contacting her if you guys want help from her, or even if you guys want to talk to her on the phone and see if she's right for you, talk to her about pricing. You guys can have a conversation about what your goals are and see if you're right for each other. I contacted Ashley because I had gained 8 pounds and I kind of felt like out of the groove, like I was binge eating and then feeling really guilty about it. So I had developed a really weird relationship with food, and she has really helped me kind of mend that, you know, because she does macros. It's flexible dieting, so it allows you to eat hot Cheetos or Takis, or popcorn, ice cream, all that kind of stuff, but in moderation, you know. So mostly you eat a bunch of healthy food, and then if you plan, you can incorporate unhealthy foods, and it's just changed my life. Honestly, it's changed the way I have a relationship with food, because I would eat healthy like 2 days and then I would binge for like one afternoon, and it would make me feel so bad about myself, and I just started feeling softer and uncomfortable. And for me, the reason to be thin, honestly, is because I'm an actress and model, and for a lot of the casting calls you always see, you know, must be a waist size 26, 28, or you know, dress size 2, 4, 6, and I was a size like 13, so I wasn't able to apply to many of those things. And ever since I lost the weight, honestly, in San Francisco, I've been able to do a lot more and submit to a lot more stuff. So that's the honest reason why I even continued to stay in this weight, because originally when I was losing all the weight, I was like, oh no, I'm getting way too skinny. When I'm done, I'm gonna gain back like 10 or 15 pounds. But I feel comfortable now, and I feel really healthy and happy, and I'm getting gigs, so I'm gonna continue this lifestyle. I really enjoy it, and I love cooking, and I love sharing recipes with people and helping other people reach their goals. As a friend, you know, when they ask me like, hey, like my family is eating healthy now, do you have any healthy recipes? And I'm like, yes, try this or that. And it always makes me really sad when people are like, oh, eating healthy or being vegan or vegetarian, like it's gross, like you never get to eat good food. And I'm not vegetarian or vegan, but I do eat a lot of vegan foods and vegetarian foods. So I always like to experiment and share whatever I find with my friends and family, including a few videos that I've done already of vegan ceviche and frozen bananas covered in PB2 protein powder. That's just like, I'm sorry, PB2 peanut butter powder. That is just like peanut butter, but a lot healthier. So yeah, I just really like sharing ways to help other people be healthy. So in my next video, I will share with you guys what I do today to stay in this level of fitness. Let me know in the comments what inspires you to be healthy, and if you don't feel healthy, let me know if you are trying to be healthier and what steps you're taking to do so. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video.